I asked the most advanced AI, ChatGPT, to plan an insane vacation for me and my friends, and then tried to follow its instructions exactly, even if it messed up, which AI has a tendency to do. So sit back, grab a snack, and come along for the best vacation ever. Or the worst, if AI ruins it. First, it told us to head straight to the airport with small bags for a flight to Orlando, which got us really excited right off the bat. But then, it gave us a challenge. Write a haiku about the trip and share it with each other. Best haiku gets to decide the first ride at Universal Studios on Monday. This was very exciting, especially because I had seen ads for a new Mario area at the park, and I love Mario. So as soon as the plane took off, I got to work on my haiku. Welcome to Orlando. All right, I'm pasting our haikus, which is the best. It chose my friend Chase, so clearly it's already messing up. Then we saw the rest of the airport, which I thought was so cool.
Dude, this is so cool.
But the prompt ended with us landing in Florida, so I had to ask,
what's next?
It told us to order an Uber and head to a Holiday Inn directly across from Universal Studios.
Personal, I don't go outside when I leave in the nighttime. I don't walk with a sidewalk.
Because of the gators?
It's got a lot.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
With my newfound fear of alligators, we headed into the hotel, where I found an awesome place to take photos. Then we went to our room.
Where did you just say the hotel breakfast is?
It's at TGI Fridays.
It's at TGI Fridays.
Yes.
After settling in for a bit, we had to go right back outside because we were told to take another Uber to our next destination. When it arrived, we all cramped into the back. I don't know why, and it was very uncomfortable. But regardless, we made it to ChatGPT's next location of the day, Icon Park. I had never heard of Icon Park, so I was happy to see that AI was already coming up with new things for us to do. But we had another challenge. This time, we had to find a souvenir and take a group photo with it. So we searched all over Icon Park to find the perfect souvenir.
SpongeBob. Am I right? What's his name?
Ralph.
What's his name?
Ralph.
Okay, this is Ralph now.
So I got my new best friend, Ralph, and took a photo at Icon Park. Last on the agenda was dinner at Uncle Julio's, which sounded nice since we were all pretty tired from the travel. But if we thought we were tired now, we were in for a surprise later. The food arrived and was really delicious.
That was really delicious.
Then it was time to ask, what's next?
What's next?
First, it told us to play every hole at the nearest mini golf course. And after that, it mentioned something else.
Prepare for an action-packed day tomorrow at Volcano Bay. I guess we're going to Volcano Bay? I guess we are.
But before I could think about that, I had some mini golf to win. I won't bore you with all the mini golf footage, but let's just say I did really well. At some point, we remembered that Ralph needed to be on the scoreboard too, which was when I realized something terrible.
I lost Ralph.
Oh my God. How?
I think he's at the first hole.
Oh no.
We'll find him.
So I rushed back to the first hole, where I was sure I left him. But when I got there, he was nowhere to be found.
Man, I mean, I really don't remember where I put him.
You didn't find him?
I can't believe I lost my best friend, Ralph. Especially that fast. Rest in peace, good friend. And in case I wasn't already upset, ChatGPT challenged us to do the second half of the course with our non-dominant hand. For some reason, the challenge actually made me better, and I wasn't the only one.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel probably similarly to how you feel.
More importantly, how do you feel?
After absolutely crushing the rest of the course,
Go get it, water boy.
we made it to the final hole.
We have a tie game.
A three-way tie.
Yes.
Whoa.
I couldn't have lost Ralph for nothing. To win the game, I only needed to make this shot.
Are you embarrassed? Are you sad?
It's just disrespectful to the sport, you know?
And we said at the beginning, loser has to jump in the lake.
That's not true. That's the
We said he had to go in the lake.
Find the video.
Exhausted and defeated, I got into an Uber back to the hotel. When we got back, I tried to find another Ralph in the hotel gift shop and started to realize that the only thing ruining this vacation wasn't AI, but just I.
Good morning. If today doesn't have Volcano Bay in it, I mean, I'm in a swimsuit right now. I'm gonna lose my mind. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day.
Get ready for Icon Park.
After taking a moment to regain my confidence, we headed to breakfast. And it definitely felt strange to walk through a hotel hallway straight into a TGI Fridays. But sure enough, that's where they held their breakfast buffet. So we ate our breakfast and took an Uber to Volcano Bay. Honestly, I've never been a fan of water parks, but I could immediately tell that this place was on another level. After getting in the park, they literally gave me a free Apple Watch. I mean, this is crazy. We put our stuff away and began our journey through the list of rides from ChatGPT.
Maybe this whole AI thing isn't so bad.
Starting with this slide, then another slide, a coaster, and the lazy river. I thought it was pretty impressive that we were given an accurate list of every ride with fun descriptions, including the final ride on our list so far, another insane slide. Then it was time to ask,
What's next? Lunch at Waka Wai Eats. Opt for island-inspired dishes like the mango barbecue pulled pork sandwich or edamame burger.
so we made our way to the restaurant I can't pronounce and discovered that they sell pizza and hot dogs, not tropical sandwiches like AI thought. So we shrugged it off and got pizza.
Ranking the pepperoni pizza from...
Kawaii.
I'll give it like an 8.2.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Oh my god! Worth the $20.
No, but it was really... if it was $1, this would be like fantastic. Best pizza ever had.
Finally, it was time for what I had been nervous about the whole day, the volcano itself. The ride at the top is a slide that goes straight down the center and out the side. But if I could do this, I knew I could do this. So we made our way into the volcano and up to the top. The ride ended up feeling like you were drowning.
The whole ride was just...
After an exhausting day, it was time to get some rest at the hotel. Right?
What's next? Depart from Volcano Bay. Walk back to your hotel to freshen up. 8 p.m. Icon Park return. Take an Uber back to Icon Park for a relaxed evening stroll.
As we walked back to our hotel, I was tormented by the mistake I wanted to forget. Also, I just didn't want to go to Icon Park again. Like, it's insane that it actually suggested that unironically. So I requested to do something other than Icon Park. And that led us to something magical. Disney Springs, where I could be a Disney adult for free. I had no idea a free Disney area existed, so this was actually pretty cool. I got to be a nerd for a bit, and then head to the restaurant that ChatGPT told us to go to. T-Rex. Once we got there, it looked like it was made for kids, but we didn't care. This place looked awesome. There was a bit of a wait, so in the spirit of being big kids, we looked at Legos, and honestly, had a really good time. I even found the Mario section, which only made me more excited to meet Mario on this trip. There were some awesome structures outside the store made entirely out of Legos. And before we knew it, it was time for dinner at T-Rex. I never went through a dinosaur phase as a kid, but this place was really cool. That is, until the meteor hit. Apparently, every 20 minutes, the restaurant mimics a meteor shower.
I don't know, it just feels a little insensitive.
But the food was really good, and before we knew it, the day was finally over. We were so excited to sleep.
Okay.
You're sunburned.
No. I'm not. What's next? Breakfast at the hotel.
I like that.
Like that. Walk to Universal Studios in an hour. This is like the richest I've ever felt.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, God, I've got to go to Universal today. It's like, dude, what?
So we scarfed down our breakfast and began our walk to Universal.
You excited?
After we went through security, we had made it to Universal.
Do you want to wait for it to turn around and say the text? You're not really, your face is not slit.
ChatGPT did not care about who won the haiku challenge. It told us to head straight for the Harry Potter area, Diagon Alley. So of course, I had to get into character.
What then? There's a dragon.
Oh god.
First stop was the ride at Gringotts Bank. I can't do this the whole time. First stop was the ride at Gringotts Bank, which had a really nice interior.
Capital One isn't working for me, you know? Thinking I gotta try Green Guts.
We went down this massive elevator, put on some super stylish glasses, and went up to the ride. That immediately dropped us off in the gift shop. Then ChatGPT gave me an uncomfortable challenge to find a member of the staff and take a photo with them. So I don't know why I went to the place with the worst lighting in the entire park. But thankfully, these people were really cool and even let me borrow a wand. I know what you're thinking. I look awesome.
Awesome, thank you.
Next, we had to head to the Mummy ride.
Hey man, how's it going? I think he waved at me, so.
But ChatGPT hadn't planned for it to be temporarily delayed. So while we waited for them to open, we visited my good friend, Jimmy Fallon. Because in case you haven't seen this video, I actually work for SNL. Once we were in line, I saw a reminder of who I was really here to see. So after we got out of the ride and saw that the delayed rides were now open, I rushed through them and headed to the last thing on the current agenda. Take a train to lunch. Also check this out, I'm literally magic. Whoa! How'd I do that? No videos were allowed on the train, so I got a photo of my friend Josiah instead. And just like that, we made it to lunch.
Let's get some food.
We had our food, I took this sick photo with Messi, and then tried the signature drink, frozen sugar.
I mean, yeah, it's really good.
Then,
Great.
it was time.
What's next?
Mario time. We searched around the park for the Mario area, but couldn't find it, so I decided to ask an employee.
Is the Mario area open yet or no?
No, so that's
2025. Okay, thank you so much, Kevin. All right.
I may sound fine, but I was pretty upset. Why was Mario being advertised if he's not here? Why did AI think Mario was here if he's not here? Probably because the area is open in California, which must have been what confused it. So I had to settle for Jurassic Park, which my friends were really excited about. Definitely pushing the dinosaur theme of this video. We hit every other ride on the list, then headed to dinner. After we devoured our dinner and dessert, we rode one last ride, which made my friends pretty sick. Took one last look at the park, and headed out. Also, the walk back in the dark was pretty scary. But what is there to be afraid of? A ghost? Thankfully, we made it back safely. When we woke up, ChatGPT told us to get some breakfast and head back home, which was super relieving, because even though this vacation was pretty short, it felt very full. And surprisingly enough, there were no more challenges. Just fly home, right back to where this all started. But for me, this wasn't over. It feels like something's missing.